In his righteousness will give you the goodness. In his righteousness to be good with. The goodness. He'll give you with the holiness. He'll give you to be holy the with. Holiness. He'll give you the love to love with. He'll give you the patience to love with. To be patient. He'll give you the sobriety to be patient with. He'll give you sobriety. He'll give you sober with. He'll give you the obedience to be obedient with. This is what it means by God's righteousness. God gives you his righteousness so that it's not up to you and how good you are, but it's up to him and how good he is. And how many know that God is good? Oh, that we could understand together that our God is a good God. And I might at times be a bad son, but it doesn't take away that he's a good God. He's faithful to me, even in my unfaithfulness. Who can attest to that? To whom among you, under the sound of my voice, has God proven his faithfulness to you, despite your unfaithfulness? What does it mean when God says he reigns on the just and the unjust? He blesses the righteous and the unrighteous. You see, God is going to bless you because that's who he is. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Hey, the world didn't love him. In fact, the world crucified him, but it didn't keep God from being God. It didn't stop God from being good. It didn't keep him from being who he is. Despite of who I was and despite of how I'm acting, God is still going to be God. And his love is greater than my sin. Because when I was yet a sinner, when I was yet without strength, Christ died for the ungodly. He loved me and died for me, even when I was the one killing him. Jesus said, the greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friend. He said, if you want to measure love, you measure it by how much a person is willing to sacrifice for you. And he said, greater love hath no man than this. And so not only did Jesus die for me when I was yet a sinner, but he died for the very ones who were killing him. He died for the very ones who hated him and scorned him and rejected him, because as bad as my bad was, cannot match the goodness of God. How many know with me today that God is good, that his love is greater than your sin, that his grace is greater than your weakness, that his holiness is greater than your unholiness, that his faithfulness is greater than your unfaithfulness? That's who he is. That's why he says that it is by grace you have been saved. It is by God's goodness that you have been saved, and by his love that we have been saved despite ourselves.